What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the ZeroUsed tier, and using this sand team I made around with Lycanroc. Of course, since Lycanroc fell from PU to ZeroUsed, we can use Sand Rush Lycanroc again. It doesn't have to just be used as a lead with Steadfast. It actually is a Sand Sweeper, and we do have a not manual Sand Setter allowed in ZeroUsed in Hippopotas, so it sounded fun to try out Sand and not have to do it manually. So made today's team around it, and let's go over it real quick and then we'll get into the games. First thing though, I'm actually more excited to talk about Hippopotas because we're not going to be using a smooth rock Hippopotas. We'll be using an Eviolite one. The main problem I've had with sand, or one of the biggest problems I've had with sand in ZeroUsed when I've used Hippopotas in the past, is when running smooth rock, this thing like doesn't do anything other than get up sand and whirlwind things out. It's really hard for it to get up stealth rocks. And pretty much every time it comes in, your opponent your opponent will still be able to kind of, this thing is very passive, and even with ground rock coverage, a lot of things like grass types are still a big problem, or Decidueye, being grass fighting. Orthworm, plenty of things are still a big problem, but this thing is actually like switching to some things, or can defensively like answer some things or check some things, especially with Terra Dragon. So with this investment here, there's this weird jump point at 32, so we get like 2 extra points in defense from 218 to 220, but then we're going the rest in HP and defense, or special defense, and this thing can actually take on Charizard as long as we're not getting confused or crit. But Charizard otherwise is kind of a big problem, especially with having like Lycanroc and Sandslash. These guys don't offer a whole lot like defensively. Offensively, they're fantastic. They both have Sand Rush, so they're both very fast. They both have pretty good coverage. Sandslash is our spinner. They both have Sword Stance, so they can boost. Lycanroc has amazing coverage, but they can't like switch into stuff. They struggle to get on the field sometimes, and having a third Pokemon like Hippopotas, who's just like dead weight on the team with smooth rock and being another guy weak to grass and water, has always been annoying. So with an Eviolite and this EV spread, we're able to take on like Charizard. Let me show you real quick. Charizard, you could go more investment. Is a little bit greedy the way I have it right now. It might be better just to go max Spadef with like a careful nature. But as you can see, their Hurricanes with just max special attack will only be doing max 49%. And our Stone Edge, you do want to be a little careful, because if you knock them into Blaze range, then their fire moves will be hitting us a lot harder. But that's also why we have Terra Dragon. So we Terra Dragon, even if they're in Blaze range, even if we're up against something like a Specs Typhlosion, we can take, I guess set them to 100%. We'll be taking just under half probably from an Eruption. Their Focus Blast, they're probably not going for that. They're going for the fire move. And we can then hit Typhlosion, of course, with the Earthquake, and we don't have to go for Stone Edge. But Stone Edge is there for Charizard. You could go with Rock Slide, but I'm like, let's go for Stone Edge. It sounded kind of nice to have a stronger move. It'd also be better versus like Articuno if we really need it, or other things, or like, because like I was showing, Stone Edge doesn't even have a 100% chance to kill it, plus Sand has a just under 50% chance. But Rock Slide, you're pretty much always just gonna knock them into Blaze. With Stone Edge, have a better chance, and then we could always Terra Dragon if we really need to. But I'm excited to use Eviolite Hippopotas. I think it'll be a little bit better. That does mean we have less sand turns, but we do have other ways to kind of break down our opponent's team, and hopefully then our Sand Rush sweepers can kind of like clean up at the end with just a few sand turns. I don't think we'll need all of them. I could definitely test it more and whatever, but I'm going with this and I like the idea of it. But then we just got Stealth Rocks and Slack Off for recovery. With the physical defense investment, I think we can take a few hits on the physical side, but it's like, I don't have specific things in mind. But of course we can. I mean, we do have, if you take, 220 times 1.5, we're at like 330, right? So we do have pretty good physical defense still. If we weren't to go Terra Dragon, I was thinking Terra Ghost, of course, would be nice to spin block or be good against fighting types. You don't really want to use your Eviolite though, so you don't want to get knocked off, but or Terra Poison could also be pretty nice. I was just basically looking at the Terra types that Hippowdon usually goes with to get some ideas. But yeah, this thing's pretty nice, and I think it might be better than Smooth Rock, but I'm not 100% sure. Then of course we got the Lycanroc. This thing has really good coverage and it's really strong, and kind of like Floatzel in the rain, you don't really need to go with a Jolly Nature to outspeed everything. With base 112 speed, if you take 323 times 2, we'll be outspeeding pretty much everything, unless they have their own weather, in which case Obviously we don't have Sand Rush active, but if we have this sand up, we'll be outspeeding like everything with this thing. And you have really good coverage with your Rock Stab, and then close combat to hit steel types, and then Psychic Fang to hit like bulky poison types like Wheezing, for example, and going Terra Fighting with a Life Orb to boost close combat. I think it's just the most spammable move. It also would give you a resistance to Dark, so like a Sucker Punch, and you'd lose your like Mach Punch weakness, lose your Aqua Jet weakness, which could come in handy. But this thing is a wall breaker. It's a like sweeper. It's very strong. So excited to use Lycanroc and not just use it as a lead, though. The lead ones have been pretty fun too. I do miss having a Cellrock. If you wanted a Cellrock, you could get rid of Psychic Fangs probably. But I think with what we're going with here, I don't think we need the priority, but maybe the priority would be nice. I mean, we do have Hippopotas to deal with those fire types, and then we do have Poliwrath that could help deal with like Sneasel, that maybe a Cellrock would come in handy for, but Poliwrath is pretty good versus Sneasel. And then we got the Sandslash. The main thing with him is we have one less coverage move because I wanted to have Rapid Spin because we have no hazard control otherwise, but I think it's fine to have it on him. I think Earthquake plus Knockoff is enough, especially with the other members we have. With Terra Dark, Swords Dance, Knockoff is doing a lot of damage sometimes if your opponent lets you get a Swords Dance off. Or if you're just able to. With some prior damage, this thing could sweep with just Earthquake and Knockoff still. We're just going max attack. This thing isn't going to be outspeeding everything, but it's faster than everything without a Choice Scarf in the sands. It's still faster than Electrode, which is the fastest thing in the tier. And Terra Dark also gives you that Prankster immunity, which could come up besides for boosting your Knockoff, so that is nice. And then we got Poliwrath. Poliwrath, I really liked it on the last team that we'd used as like it was a kind of a check to Sneasel in that one as well, and also Floatzel, since it was like hyper offense and Floatzel could be pretty annoying. On this team as well, Sneasel and Floatzel could be pretty annoying. We've got 3 guys right off the bat that are weak to water, and 2 of them are ground types that are also weak to ice. So Poliwrath with Water Absorb still can check and prevent flip turns, so you don't have to worry about that throughout an entire game. It also resists the ice move, and it resists the rock move from like Basculin or Ice Spinner from Floatzel. So pretty much those things don't have any way to deal like decent damage to you. I'm pretty sure I got to see the damage that from a Basculin. It was like doing like less than or around 25% from with a head smash. Floatzel, I don't know how much an Ice Spinner would do, but with Ice Spinner and Sand Chip, we're probably not going to be able to like consistently switch into this if that's what they're going for. But we do have other things too, other options. But this thing is really nice, not just for being able to check those things, but as a special kind of wall breaker. This thing doesn't have the best special attack, and sadly doesn't get Scald anymore. But I was looking back at some older sets, and I was thinking on this team in particular, a special Poliwrath would be pretty nice. So it kind of is like a mini Keldeo a little bit. We also have Vacuum Wave for some priority to pick off like Sneasels and other things. It has really good coverage. We do have the water fighting moves and Ice Beam too. I don't think Keldeo doesn't get Ice Beam, right? It always have to go with Icy Wind. So it even has a stronger ice move than Keldeo. And then we have Terra Steel to lose our weaknesses as a fighting type. Turn them pretty much all into resistances. Gives us the like hard, we basically wall all Jotonian Quillfishes that way with Water Absorb plus a poison immunity and Terra Steel. This thing's pretty good. The only thing is it's not the strongest, and you also have to hit your attacks. You have Focus Blast plus Hydro Pump, but I think it's pretty good at like weakening the things that could be annoying. The Ice Beam coverage is really nice. Having some priority is very nice. I think it's a pretty fun set too. And then we got Orthworm. This thing is actually an ice resist, or like an all-around ice resist, since Poliwrath is also weak to freeze dry, so Orthworm can switch into like all of the ice Pokemon for the most part. It can also get up spikes as like a secondary hazard setter. Also, this guy we actually do have Terra Ghost on, so we can spin block with it if we need to, and it would give us a better matchup into like those fighting types. This thing though, similarly to Hippopotas, like defensively it can be really easy to get around it. It's really predictable. It's really easy to take advantage of. I'm going with Coil instead of Iron Defense, just because I think this gives us a better time into other body press guys that like use Iron Defense and whatever, or just guys that maybe like could randomly have Terra Ghost, so then we just don't have no way to do damage to them, and potentially like they'll cut what could have been our sweep, you know, with Iron Defense, Heavy Slam, Body Press. If they just Terra Ghost, that pretty much shuts you down. But if we Terra Ghost and we have Coil, we can also like Iron Tail like Regirox. We could basically I think we'd be able to beat other guys that are boosting their defense, or even if they tear a ghost to immune or body press, we have a secondary attack to go for. And plus, I was looking at it, I'm like, Iron Tail's actually more accurate than Focus Blast, and if I'm using Focus Blast, might as well use Iron Tail. Heavy Slam is a little bit stronger into some things, but I think Iron Tail for the most part is better for what I'm trying to do. So yeah, being able to get up spikes, that was nice. We do have a ground immunity too with Earth Eater, that's always nice. But yeah, it's just like a Spidef, kind of standard Orthworm. And the last guy we have is Executor. Both Orthworm and Executor are like our grass resists, but they're both not the best. So grass types, especially like Shaman, is pretty scary. Hisuian Decidueye is pretty scary, but we do have ways to like damage it. Like an Ice Beam from this will be doing quite a lot. The Psychic Fangs from this will be doing quite a lot. This thing can take a hit, but it's going to be getting chipped down by sand. We're going with the speedy one, so we're not going to take as many hits that way, but I think it's kind of nice for what we're trying to do. With a Draco Meteor and Eject Pack, you can use this to pivot out and get a save or switch into something else the following turn, or, you know, at the end of the turn. This thing sometimes will force your opponent to switch anyway, so you basically just get to Draco as they switch into something, and then you get to switch into something, you know, like you just Volt switched or something, and respond to whoever they just switched in. We do have Giga Drain for some recovery, Flamethrower for really good coverage, and then Knockoff is nice to remove items, especially from like a Porygon 2 or something, or just guys that depend on leftovers or whatever their item is. Terra Steel just switches all of our weaknesses. Frisk actually could come up, especially if you lead with this thing, then you figure out what your opponent's item is right away. But Orthworm and Executor are kind of like our grass switch-ins, at least for me. Like I had mentioned, these first three guys don't bring a whole lot to the table defensively and have a lot of problems with the same Pokemon. So the last three guys, you're trying to check all those things that these guys have problems with and some, pretty much. I don't know how the best way to explain it, but that's the idea of Executor. I wanted the grass type. It resists grass. It can pivot. It can deal with quite a few things. It's pretty flexible, but that's the team. Hopefully we can get Lycanroc and Sandslash to do some stuff. I wanted to use both of them. I don't think I used them both before Lycanroc. Actually, I don't know if Lycanroc ever dropped a zero use. Maybe it was when I was in PU that I hadn't used Lycanroc plus Sandslash, but I hadn't used these two together. And I wanted to try it out. And then we've got some other fun stuff. So yeah, let's get into the games. All right, we got one. And they got Smeargle Hyper Offense, which is pretty scary. We can break their Focus Sash with Hippopotas right away, which is pretty good. Smeargle is faster than our like Executor if we wanted to like lead with and pivot or something. We don't have a multi-hitting attack. I think they usually go with a Mortal Coil to Rapid Spin. So we could prevent that with our Orthworm. But we'll probably want to Rapid Spin ourselves. But we do have a Heavy Duty Boot Sandslash that'll be able to help with that. I think let's lead Hippopotas and see. I don't think this thing would have knockoff, so I kind of want to just go right for rocks if we can. All right, now we broke their thing. I think let's go into Orthworm and see if they have Mortal Coil or Rapid Spin. If we can block it, you know, then we can get to keep our rocks, which would be nice. Cool. And we actually can spike stack if we want. I wonder if what, you know, items everything's gonna have. This might be Belly Drum. These both could be Heavy Duty Boots, and then these guys are immune to things besides rocks. So we could double into Sandslash actually, and also probably pick them off that way. Smeargle. Yeah, Earthquake will kill. So maybe we double into Sandslash. I don't think they'd go for maybe a Nuzzle or something. Let's go Sandslash. Ceaseless Edge and they miss. We'll take that. And now we'll just go for an Earthquake. They can go into a Spirit Tomb as well to spin block right away, but I think we just go for that since we also weren't killing with the Rapid Spin. So now, depending on what they send out, we may just need to attack because we just got to deal with something setting up, you know, like this guy. So I think a Belly Drum might be coming, and I guess the one positive is they're only going to have, they won't have priority. They'll just have to depend on a Salic Berry. That is if they are that set. Let's see, Earthquake. We actually could prevent them from going for a belly drum this way. I think we go for it. That does mean our Lycanroc will be a little bit slower, but I don't think they have a Scarf. I think we just Earthquake in case they do have belly drum or something. And now we just have to reset the sand. Oh, they're Citrus instead of Salic. Okay. So we're gonna be slower now that we don't have the sand. I think our Poliwrath with Vacuum Wave. They're gonna be able to Drain Punch now. Are they gonna go for the water move? No, they'll go for Drain Punch. If we go into Hippopotas, we're gonna lose our sands, but then we can send out Lycanroc and Psychic Fangs the following turn. I think that might be okay. Sack Hippopotas. Just because if we sack something like Orthworm, any of these other guys, if we sack them, we're still going to need the sand up in order to outspeed because they have sticky webs. So I think we have to sack this, unfortunately. Wow. All right, we surprisingly tanked that. But they're definitely going to just Drain Punch again, so just Earthquake. And now we will go Lycanroc. Unless they have Vacuum Wave, but I don't think they'd have Vacuum Wave. And now Lycanroc to them. Even if they Terra Steel or whatever, I think we just close combat instead of Psychic Fangs. I don't think they'd be Terra Poison. I think they're Steel or Dark, usually. So, it's got a pretty good chance to kill. Oh no. I should have Terra'd then. Well, we can finish them off with an Earthquake since the Earthquake last time did 42. Hopefully. Man, I should have Terra'd probably then, right? Orthworm can be pretty good into like Venomoth and Mesprit and Braviary, especially with Terra Ghost for like Braviary. Oh, they go into this. Okay. And they're heavy duty boots. Kind of want to SD maybe. They're gonna bulk up, right? Then we might be slower the following turn. We could go for a knockoff, expecting the Spiritomb to come in. So I think they would maybe try and spin block. So just gonna go for the knockoff. All right. And then would they Drain Punch? I don't know. Let's go Poliwrath in case they go for the water move. All right. Then we will go for the... we can't go for the water move. I'm just going to send a Focus Blast. All right. Thankfully, we hit. Okay. Braviary comes back out. I mean, I could Terra Steel and send a Focus Blast. I wonder if they're Spit F. I'm gonna do it. I don't know, Terra Dark could be nice on Sandslash though too. But if this thing gets boosting, I'm kind of scared, so yeah, I thought that could happen. And it did. That's alright. Well, I'm gonna try and Rapid Spin now. I wish I went for it the last time. Yeah, and now they just spin block. Well, not a great first one, that's for sure. You can go into Executor. What did they do? What just happened? Oh, oh, dude, that sucks. All right, I get forced out. Let's go Orthworm. This isn't too bad. We can Coil and then Iron Tail. Only thing is, oh, they're Choice Specs too. Yeah, I'm pretty positive they're Choice Specs. Yeah, we just lose to this. Yeah, this was a shit show. But that's all right. We'll get them next time. Yeah, I should have terra'd the Lycanroc in order to KO the Poliwrath. And then, yeah, then we wouldn't have had this snowball of losing guys. And if I Terra Fighting's like, it wouldn't have been too bad. I think, I don't think we take Sand Chip, right? As long as you have Sand Rush. So it's not like we would have taken more damage from Sand or anything. It's just close combat would have only been very good versus Braviary or Poliwrath. Poliwrath, as you can see, I mean, is a big problem. All right, we got one. And I also think I should have went for the Rapid Spin that first time. I didn't realize my Executor would just be completely kind of useless as a switch in with the Eject Pact. Yeah, I should have went for the Rapid Spin. That first time when I had gone for a knockoff when they doubled back into Poliwrath from Braviary. But either way, we got another one, and this definitely looks like Trick Room. They've got Rampardos, Crab, Clawitzer that will function pretty well on Trick Room. Even Cacturn is actually pretty slow. But Mesprit and Porygon are their only setters, so they'd only have the 2 times. We could lead Executor, be able to knock off some items right away. But getting up my own rocks also sounds kind of nice. But don't really want to get knocked off by like Mesprit. So I think we lead the Executor. And I thought the Mesprit would maybe be their lead. They have the Mental Herb. Yeah, this is Trick Room. We don't even have Taunt, so it doesn't really matter. I think we just maybe Giga Drain. I don't want to get switched out yet. And actually, if we leave their item, then our Sandslash will do more later. Yeah, we'll just Giga Drain again. None of their offensive guys really want to switch into this other than Cacturn. So maybe we could actually Flamethrower if we're scared of Cacturn coming in. We're just trying to waste turns at this point, so. And the Healing Wish, that's fine. Crab comes in. All right, now we're here. They don't need to go for the Ice move. But if they do, we could Terra Steel and, you know, live, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to go for the fighting move. So we have to let something die. And then we have to have something that can tank a hit. Actually, maybe Poliwrath could take them out, but no, I don't think we would be able to take them out. I think Hippopotas could maybe take a hit. If we were Terra Poison. No, I think we'll have to go Orthworm and Terra Ghost after this. Do we want Executor for Cacturn? Because this stab combination's pretty bad. Maybe we let Sandslash go. Yeah, because then we can still have Hippopotas if Orthworm. Yeah, we won't have knockoff for Porygon. Is the main thing. Oh, nice, and we can take 2 this way. All right, sick. So Life Orb. There's Earthquake. All right, then we go Orthworm. I think. Actually, we can go Poliwrath and Vacuum Wave. That means they are going to get Trick Room, but then we can save a Terra. Vacuum Wave should KO this thing. With -2 defense. Spit F, please. I should have calced, probably. Please, Poliwrath. And they could switch, you know, just into Porygon because, I don't know. Switching into Porygon, though, would be, I don't know what they would, maybe Cacturn? I don't know. Thank God. Oh, it was a crit, too. All right, now we have to calc it. To Crab. -2 defense, or -2 Spit F. Vacuum Wave KOs. If they were max HP, Vacuum Wave KOs. They were only max HP at the most. Like, they wouldn't have had other investment. So, I think we can go into Executor now. And knockoff. Though they did just get this attack raise. Which means their Ice Beam, if they have it, will just destroy us. Or we go Orthworm and just go for some Earth Body Presses, I mean. That might be better. Yeah, let's go into this. We could get up a Spike. I think I'd rather just Body Press. Okay, the Crab comes out. Alright, so they're going for the fighting move probably, right? They wouldn't go for the water move. And they wouldn't go for the dragon move. We have Poliwrath to immune the water move. It is risky though, because they could just... I'm thinking they go for the fighting move though, because it hits us super effectively. We don't have a fighting resist, which makes me want to Terra Ghost this, but I think it'd be safer. Maybe we sack Executor and then we can go into Terra Ghost. All right, and we live. So we wasted another turn of Trick Room. I wonder if Earthworm could sweep then. Well, Draco, let this die. Terra Ghost, Coil. And maybe we can get 2 coils off. All right, now we have to body press. I don't think we're killing. We do quite a lot though. And we don't die. That's pretty good. And they've not Terra though, and this thing is definitely Terra Ghost. So we could go, we'd have to go for an Iron Tail here probably. Porygon. And they're also probably not offensive based on that damage, right? So +1. Yeah, we're not gonna kill. I think we just go for the Iron Tail. Maybe get a defense drop. Their Shadow Ball is going to kill us this following turn. Maybe I should went for another Coil. Also, Whirlwind would be really nice to have on Hippopotas. They go for Trick Room here, I think. But, all right, we get the defense drop. It's pretty good. Now I could see going to Hippopotas and just firing off some Earthquakes or something. And we could save this. All right. And we could double into Poliwrath in case they want to switch into one of their guys. All right. I think we can kill this with... We might be able to kill this with Vacuum Wave. Cacturn. Vacuum Wave. We need another turn of Sand Chip. They're going to go for the grass move, probably. Hopefully. So now we go Earthworm. Leaf Storm miss. Well, that is lucky. Now we just fire off an Iron Tail. All right, and now we just have to not let them get up Trick Room again. And I think we might be able to do that. They don't have priority. We can't lock into a move that with Poliwrath. So I think we have to go Lycanroc. And we have to go for... Which is close combat here. Because Stone Edge will kill Porygon. So we don't have to risk a miss here. And Hippopotas maybe could still take a hit from Rampardos. Alright. We're not dead. Alright, let's look at Porygon. Actually, I think we just have to go for Stone Edge. I think it is what it is. Oh. Okay. If we get enough damage on this, I think we can lock into the water move. So we could just go for close combat. Or we could sack Hippopotas, but then they get Trick Room. I think we have to go for close combat. Yeah, nice. Now we just have to Stone Edge. No! No, they got Trick Room. There's a chance. Shadow Ball, Spidef drop. They did miss Leaf Storm versus our Earthworm. That did happen. We're slower than them. All right. No, but there's 2 turns of Trick Room. And nothing can take a hit from Klotzer, I don't think. They go into this, though. Oh, this gets a Spidef raise. I don't think they kill us, though. I don't think this thing kills us. Oh, that does. Yeah. Yeah, we lose. Darn it. It was close. It was close. We were in it. I like their team, though. Yeah, you only need, with Porygon, that thing is a very durable Trick Room setter. All right, so we got one. Also, I think that last one, I didn't realize we were faster, right? I earthquaked their Porygon too, and then they died to Sands. We could have slacked off, and then they would have ran out of Trick Room turns. I think they ended up attacking us that turn as well. So literally, we could have just slacked off, then earthquake the following turn, and then they would have only had one more turn of Trick Room, and then we would have been able to sweep or clean up with Poliwrath or Lycanroc. I think if I went for slack off, I went for earthquake because I was thinking they might switch. I don't know. I don't know if I totally thought that through. But we got one. A little nervous. They have Vikavolt. They also have a contrary guy. Not that we have any status dropping moves, but Vikavolt can get up webs. Actually, this is probably sticky webs, right? And then they have Quillfish who can spike, but it could also SD. Hey, thank you. Like, Lycanroc has pretty good coverage for stuff, but they have double Intimidate as well. Our Poliwrath could be pretty good. They might not expect the special specs Poliwrath. I think we could lead. I think we just want to lead to match up well against the Vikavolt. We could lead Executor and Draco and pivot out. We're always faster than them, so maybe we do that. We will use up our Eject Pact right away. They're heavy duty boots, so they're not sashed. Ooh. I think that means we might be able to kill them. No, not if they're max HP. And I think if they're heavy duty boots, they might be at max HP. Either way, if they don't have HP investment, Draco has a chance to kill, so we definitely go for that. We don't kill, that's okay. And if they go for any attack, they're going for Bug Buzz, right? Which we have no switch-ins to, so. Orthworm. I think maybe we just go Orthworm. I kind of want to go into the other thing, but all right. Now, hopefully we can KO them here. Orthworm to, we have to, oh no, we could body press if we're faster. But I think they're probably faster. So do we just get up a spike? Just because they're probably going to get up webs anyways. Oh, we are faster. And they don't get up webs. All right. Well, that was a little bit of a silly thing. I probably should have just killed them. Yeah, now we're here. I thought they'd be faster because of... So they're max HP with boots and max special attack. Maybe? All right, not having Whirlwind on Hippopotas is a little rough here. I think maybe we go into Executor. I mean, we could go Hippopotas, but if they boost, we're kind of in trouble. So I think we go Executor. If they boost, we'll be able to... I think take a single hit and hit really hard. So I think we just go for Draco Meteor again. Oh, look at us living. Please. All right, sick. Was that a roll? Tauros. At +1. Oh, I feel bad. Oh, it was 37% chance. Okay. All right. Ninetales gets to come out. I think now we go the Hippo. We can save this for later, but we are kind of set up fodder, so they can... They're heavy duty boots, they can nasty plot or something. They go for Flamethrower, nice. And we got the Spidef kind of Hippopotas. Now we can go for an Earthquake or a Stone Edge. Stone Edge if we think the Vikavolt's coming in. How much does Sand Chip do? It only does like 6%, right? Sand damage Bulbapedia. 1/16. I think we just Earthquake. Okay, they have Energy Ball. We take it. And we knock them out with a crit. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. It probably mattered. That's not great. Well, Vikavolt gets to come back out. And then we go back into Orthworm. They Bug Buzz. We go down. We have a few more turns left of Sands. And they don't die. I think we go this. And we actually could SD. But they have a Samurai with an Aqua Jet and stuff like that. So I think we just maybe close combat. Sorry, I'm running down the timer and I'm maybe should have done something else there, but when I was looking up sand, I didn't realize how low it was. But I mean, we do have Poliwrath to check Samurott, kind of. It's water moves. I'm scared of the Lurantis coming out, to be honest. If this thing comes out, I think we might just need to hit it. What do they go for? A Leaf Storm? If we tear up Fighting, they could tear up Poison, and that's what I'm a little scared of. If I tear up Fighting close combat, and they... Maybe Poliwrath could kill then. I think let's just do this to try and hit them as hard as we can. Because once this thing gets boosting, I have nothing. Now we can go Poliwrath and go for an Ice Beam. I want to go for a Focus Blast, but we can miss. So, but I think Focus Blast would have been the better play for Samurott and Quillfish. Okay, Quillfish comes out. I think we switch into this. They Bar Barrage. We actually can switch in one more time. Are they gonna Bar Barrage again? Are they gonna Crunch? Let's double into Sandslash. Now it's just Earthquake. We could also spin if they happen to get up to something, so then we can reset Sand one more time if we need to. Damn, we just kill him. All right, I think Poliwrath might be able to win now. I think we just hit this thing as hard as we can to try and get them in vacuum wave range. If they have Aqua Jet, yeah, we're gonna get picked off, but I think Poliwrath can take a hit. We're immune to the water move, so even if we don't kill here, yeah, we can finish him off. Actually, we're not gonna finish him off with a vacuum wave, but it's our best thing to go for since Ice Beam they resist anyways. We should live. Yeah, sweet, nice. There was a little bit of misses and also me running down the timer, so I'm like losing track of what was going on. But Lycanroc, if we didn't hit that Lurantis and it got boosting, Lurantis is a really scary thing. It's got Leaf Storm to boost its special attack and then Superpower to boost its defenses, or its attack and offense. Yeah, having a Poison type would have been really nice. Having a Poison type in general for our team would be pretty nice. Okay, we got a Sand Mirror. Also, unfortunately, that crit definitely mattered on Ninetales. I was just looking at it. So that Ninetales would not have died from our Hippopotas. I can't remember what I think it was at 100 though, so it wasn't in range after Sand, I don't think. But they have, instead of Poliwrath and Executor, they got Whimsicott and Quillfish. We could lead with one of our special attackers and try and do something sneaky right away. Executor probably has the best coverage. It might be best to lead with it to use its thing right away, because Quillfish can eject us out later, which would be annoying. But I also think their Whimsicott on lead could be pretty annoying. But we can switch into Orthworm. Let's try Executor. All right. And I think we just go for a Flamethrower. And do a lot of damage. That's kind of crazy, actually. Now would they go into... I mean, if they go into Quillfish, they'll force us out. But if they switch into anything else, it's not that bad. And this is actually kind of fine. So we get to get switched out here. We can go into Sandslash and go for an Earthquake. Or just a spin. Get rid of their thing. Or a knockoff. I think let's go Sandslash. We avoided the Intimidate. We got to use the eject button, and that was a pretty good use of it, I think. I think we go for a spin or a knockoff, because they have Orthworm. So I think let's just go for a knockoff. All right. And we might be able to finish them off with another knockoff. Let's see. Sandslash, Orthworm. Say they're this one. Whoops, I should give an Impish. And the 16. This is the one I was thinking of where. So we did 22. Is that right? Seems right. Close. So yeah, another knockoff should hopefully kill. They get to keep their rock or their spike for now. They can go Whimsicott now. Or Quillfish maybe, but probably more like Whimsicott. I like that we had very similar ideas with the water and the grass guy, with using these 3 guys weak to everything at the top. All right, now we can go Earthworm. Then they would get to switch into Lycanroc. If we keep our Earthworm healthy, like it shuts down Hippopotas, Sandslash, and Whimsicott. Let's see, what do they go for? No, I was hoping that wouldn't happen right away, but it did. All right, now they can go for a U-turn. So I think we just spike to get something out of it. I'm not sure what's coming out. Quillfish. All right. I kind of like maybe going into... At least they're not immune to stuff with Whimsicott. I kind of like going to Poliwrath so they can't flip turn. Or we can go Executor, but if we could block a flip turn here, it would give us some something. Now we could double if we want. We actually do outspeed them, and it could hit them with a strong water move or a Focus Blast. Focus Blast is stronger, obviously not as confident. I think we might 2-hit kill Poliwrath the Quillfish. Say they're defensive. A Hydro Pump 2-hit KOs. Though they are at full. I just want to send a Hydro Pump. God damn it. Please don't poison me. No! Alright, we're just going Sandslash. They Barbarage poison us again. I think I'm just going to Rapid Spin this. And they flip turn now, probably. Okay. Is that normal for it to do 56% like that? No. What the hell? 56% with flip turn. So they're like max attack, Rocky Helmet, and they still have spikes. They just gave us sand though. We still have our Poliwrath. Losing Sandslash isn't fantastic. We can go Poliwrath and go for a Hydro Pump. Or an Ice Beam actually. Maybe we go Poliwrath and send an Ice Beam. I kind of like this. On their Lycanroc, then we're going to have to maybe sacrifice something. Yeah, their Lycanroc's going to come out and they'll have to sacrifice something. But yeah, Ice Beam right now. Let's go! Destroys the Whimsicott. That's pretty good. Quillfish comes back out. Okay, I'm going Earthworm. Cool. We get a free turn. Now we could go back into Poliwrath if we really want to. Or we can go Executor as a mid-ground, but it's not really a mid-ground because it also doesn't really want to take a Barbarage. We could go into Hippopotas. Oh, we're Specs, I forgot. This thing still kind of checks stuff though. We just need to like body press. We could go into our Hippo though. Or just get up another spike. I think they're gonna go for Barbarage maybe. Or SD even. We're faster with our Poliwrath, weren't we? We are. So they're max HP in the attack maybe? You know what? I'm gonna try and go Poliwrath. I think it's okay. Okay. And now if we hit our attack, we could kill. We're just gonna hit it real quick. Nice. Did we die? Damn it, we're dead. All right, well, we can't Vacuum Wave, but they only have these guys left, so our Executor is very good. It might die to Lycanroc, though, actually. We could go Earthworm, and then Terra Ghost. Kind of like Earthworm, because we could Terra Ghost. No, that's too predictable. Let's go Executor. because their Hippopotas like will let our Orthworm in every time. Our Orthworm or our Hippopotas also can tank hits pretty well. With the Eviolite, we could just probably Earthquake stuff. So I think we go Executor. And they go into this, we can definitely take a hit. Giga Drain. If they tear Dark, they won't die, probably, but... Or Bug. And now they can Leech Life us. We could Terra Steel this. I think we go Orthworm. We'll take 2 hits and then we can send our Lycanroc and kill them. We'll just Body Press. This is fine, I think. And we go Lycanroc. Does Lycanroc kill them as a Sandslash slash custom set bug? Alright, we have to Stone Edge, sadly. Alright, this is okay. In comes the Hippo. Alright, chipped him a little bit. I should have maybe went for the Iron Tail instead of Body Press. With the Orthworm, I kind of didn't think that through. Let's go Executor. If they don't double, we get to do something. Yeah. We just get to go for the Giga Drain. I think Giga Drain did 39%. So maybe Draco would be better, but I'm a Giga Drain. Okay. Now if this comes in, we could Terra Steel. And I think just Flamethrower. No! Damn it. Well, we can go into this then. They're in Psychic Fang's range now. And then our Hippopotas can take any hit from Lycanroc. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Earthquake will definitely kill. Let's go! Oh, and they're not Life Orb. I wonder if they're maybe Bandit or something. Damn, that was a fun one. I like the, I wish I knew what exactly their Quillfish had. I mean, it's got the normal moves, but their Flip Turn did way too much to our Sandslash. And the, Whimsicott with the Specs is nice. It can definitely wall break. Or be like, kind of like what I'm trying to do with the Poliwrath and the Executor. And this is what I was going to maybe go Terra Bug on my Sandslash with Leech Life, but then you don't have Rapid Spin on the team. Because you still kind of want knockoff, I thought. Because like Earthquake and Leech Life don't do anything to Orthworm, so you'd kind of want knockoff. But I mean, you do have other things to deal with Orthworm too. But all right, we got one. And they've got the Shaman. In testing we had played in, Shaman was a little bit of a problem. Lost to Shaman. They also have Sneasel. We have Poliwrath. I believe it was Quiverdance, Venomoth. I don't remember what else. I think Rocky Helmet, Sandaconda, it's Glare, the normal stuff. I kind of like maybe leading Executor, or we could just lead Poliwrath and go for something. But Executor is better versus Shaman if they lead with that. So I think we just lead with that. And they lead this. I think we can just knock off. And they have Trace. I think let's just get rid of their Eviolite right away. I think we can take an Ice Beam. We can't. All right, I should have maybe not done that. Yeah, I should have maybe not done that. I did that last time. Dude, I just remembered. Yeah, I need an Executor. I should have kept the Executor. All right, well, let's see. I'm gonna go Poliwrath and Focus Blast. If they go Cramorant, they can definitely eat that up. But we might be able to KO them with the Focus Blast. Trace is pretty annoying because they could also make it so we can't go for water moves or trace our Sand Rush, but our Sand Rush guys will be faster. They also could trace our Earth Eater, so then they're immune to our ground moves. Yeah, what should I have done there? Should I have gone Orthworm probably instead? Okay, we get him with a crit. I wonder if that mattered. I mean, this is a Specs Poliwrath. With no Eviolite? Oh, it looks like we actually had it. 88. Yeah, even if they were max HP, max SpDef, we had a pretty good chance to KO there. Okay. Venomoth resists that 4 times though. Shaman comes out. I think we do this. I think we need to try and kill this. I was thinking if this happens, what would I do? Please do a lot. Please do a lot. All right, that's not great. But that's a lot. That's what we wanted. Okay, I think we're dead to the next one though because of how crazy Seed Flare is. So we just got our SpDef drop twice. And now the next one's doing, well, actually they have Earth Power. So we'll go Earthworm. Fuck. All right. I'm a Coil. That wasn't worth it. I guess Poliwrath can kind of do some stuff here. Maybe I should have went for a Spike. But Poliwrath is immune to their water move, which is kind of nice. And now resists their flying move. I'm gonna just go for Iron Tail. All right. I'm gonna go Poliwrath. I should have just went for Poliwrath that time. I don't know why I didn't. All right, cool. And I think we just go for Focus Blast. I mean, we could Hydro Pump or Ice Beam actually. What would they switch into? We just Focus Blast. Sure, we'll just Ice Beam. They can switch into Sneasel. And they have Brave Bird. Okay, that's pretty cool. So they can deal more damage to the... We also block their Gold Missile from ever getting set up. That's pretty nice. I could switch into Lycanroc here, since they wouldn't be going for Surf, and now I could Stone Edge and kill them, or double back into Poliwrath. All right. Now I think we go for a Hydro Pump and hope we don't miss. Or we could double. I'm gonna go for Hydro Pump. All right, Poliwrath. And then go for a Brave Bird. I'm gonna go into Hippopotas. Weaken him with the Sand a little bit. Go for the Brave Bird. And go back into Poliwrath. Okay, Shaman comes out. I believe they were Terra Fairy on this. I think we saw it. I saw it at the end when he had Blast played. If I had Focus Blasted again, we could have KO'd, which would have been really nice, but we can Focus Blast or Ice Beam now. Both of those they wouldn't mind with Terra Fairy though. And I don't really want to take damage on this. If I go Earthworm, then we can go Lycanroc. Maybe? Okay, they do Earth Power. Okay. I'm just Body Press. We need to weaken them. And they miss. Well, that's lucky. Alright, we're weakening them a little bit. Body Press again. All right, we don't get SpDef dropped. That is a 50% chance. I'm gonna just Body Press again. All right. Now we're here. This is my best thing to deal with their Venomoth without Sand up. I think I'd just go for this to try and keep them low or kill them. We're dead to the next Seed Flare, like 100%. Just going for body presses. Yeah, if I had gone for coil one of these times, like then we could have been going for Iron Tails more. Maybe I should have just sent an Iron Tail. I don't think Lycanroc kills with Stone Edge. Poliwrath could kill with... I literally gained nothing from that. I'm just gonna go for an Ice Beam. Now we'll go Hippo. I'll go for a Stone Edge. All right, we miss. I just wanted to keep him low, you know? All right, we're gonna give up Sandslash. All right, just kidding. This game is... I should have made better decisions, and now and then on top of that, we're both missing attacks. I'm just gonna knock off. I don't know if they know that we don't have all the like leech life and stuff like that, but we do not. Okay. I think we get to KO the Cramorant. Shaman's at half. That's good. I should have went to see if Rapid Spin KO'd. I don't think it did, though. Okay, Shaman comes back out. I think we just knock off. And now we could go Hippopotas. And then Lycanroc. They've not Terra'd, right? Yeah. And they can just Terra Ghost, Sandaconda, and live any hit, unfortunately. So, even if I Sword Stance right now, they have that. I could double into Poliwrath, and then maybe we could pick up a KO. I don't know. Because yeah, even after an SD, we don't do enough to Sandaconda. I've Terra'd. So I'm gonna try it. Okay. Now I think if Focus Blast kills, we go for Focus Blast. Sandaconda. It doesn't. So we have to go for Hydro Pump, which means Shaman could come out. Gonna go for Ice Beam, which also doesn't kill though. So I think we go for Ice Beam. Should have went for fucking Hydro Pump. All right, Lycanroc can take a hit from this, I think. So we go Lycanroc. Man, also being adamant means we're slower than Shaman outside of the sand. We are faster than this. Just gonna Stone Edge. I don't think we can break through this Sandaconda though. It's not a great one to end it on. I think I'm gonna start looking for another one, and then hopefully we can find one. All right, I think I'm just gonna call this one. GG's. I don't think we can break through it, and I threw away the Executor too quick. I think let's try and get one more, and then we'll call it on this one. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, I can't remember everything, but losing the Executor would have been nice to have that for sure. Especially since Sandaconda proved to be such a problem as you guys saw at the end. But all right, they got webs, and they have Cragonal and Mismagius to spin block and spin. But it doesn't look like a sticky web team. I mean, they have Regirock and Veluza and Houndoom too, so I think Executor seems pretty good on lead. We can either Draco, pivot out on the Vikavolt. Yeah, I think that's what we do. They're boots. We'll just Draco, pivot out. About the same as last time. I think we go Orthworm, though it is our best thing for their Regirock if it comes down to it. Actually, we can go Hippopotas, because I think we can take a Bug Buzz decently. They go for Air Slash. Cool. This thing doesn't get roost anymore. Do we know anything based on that? Air slash, 25%. So they're not max special attack. Energy ball does a lot though. Do we need this to check anything? Not really. We could get up rocks. I think let's just do that. And if they get up webs, yeah, this dies and we get rocks. That's not that bad. Really wish we had Whirlwind though, because Veluza can come out. Good. Please don't come out. At least we used our jetpack before they got up webs, so Executor won't get forced out. Hopefully they go like Miss Magius and Will-O-Wisp or something. Not Veluza. They can go Cryogonal too. That'd be okay. Not Veluza. I guess we do have Terra Steel on Poliwrath and Executor. And Sandslash, I'm pretty sure, even if they're, because we are adamant, even if they're adamant, as long as they're max speed, they'll outspeed us in the sand. And Lycanroc will have its speed dropped. Let's see, how fast is Lycanroc in the sand? At -1. Yeah, Veluza would still be faster. No, they go right into it. I mean, I could just hit them. This one turn, and then we would have to switch out. I mean, Poliwrath kind of, but I think we Earthquake. Okay, that did more than I thought it would do. I thought we'd be able to take one. I don't know why. All right, I should have maybe went Executor as like a mid ground. I was thinking then we could go Poliwrath and Terra Steel, but they wouldn't be in range unless we hit them first. But all right, well, I lost our sand. Whoops. I think we can go into this and kill him with Terra Dark, maybe. Or maybe we don't even need it. I should have maybe went Sand, Lycanroc and Stone Edged. Dude, I hate not accurate moves. Like, I just don't want to go into the Pokemon and click Stone Edge. Though that would be pretty good right now since they don't have a resist. It would do decent damage to Lycanroc or Regirock. Yeah, knockoff won't even kill. I could Terra Dark Rapid Spin. They're at 82%. I'm just gonna knock off. If they Terra Water or Fairy, we're dead. But if they go for the... All right, cool. So at least they don't boost. All right. Now I think we can go into this. And I don't think Psychic Fangs kills. Psychic Fangs does not kill. Yeah. They have to Stone Edge. Yeah, I should have done this the first time. I just threw away Sandslash. I mean, on the positive side, our Orthworm can beat this and this. I think we go Poliwrath. Or we could go Executor. Okay. And we can knock off. Giga Drain. It's like what I want to do, but you know, let's Giga Drain. We get a little health that way. Then we'll go into Earthworm. I'll go for an Iron Tail because we have to for Miss Magius. And then we go into, I guess, one positive thing. Poliwrath can take or doesn't mind the Will-O-Wisp as much. I don't know how good Lycanroc is. I don't know how good Executor is either. I think we'll go into this. Oh, we just got a Choice Scarf. Okay. Maybe we can, I think we can live. Stone Edge. I think we could live a hit. No, they're life orbed. We're probably dead. All right. We go into this. And then went for body press last time into the Executor. I think we go into it again. And now we go for the Draco Meteor instead of Giga Drain. Or we could go for the knockoff. Which is maybe what I should have done last time to remove Cryogonal's item, but I guess we don't have rocks up anyway, so it won't make a difference. So it's like, are they gonna tear up Poison? If they do, then Draco, otherwise Giga Drain. We're dead to body press. Let's knock off. We'll get rid of their item. I want to Terra Poison. I'm planning on Terra Ghosting Orthworm in order to beat this. At least I was. I don't know. Terra fighting Lycanroc actually could come in clutch versus Houndoom. All right, yeah, we're just slower, so we're dead at body press. All right, go Orthworm. Then we have to Terra Ghost, Coil. Now, nothing wants to switch into an Iron Tail, but I don't think things die. I don't think Houndoom dies for sure. Miss Magius doesn't even die, which sucks. I don't think Poliwrath can take 2. So let's go Lycanroc. Are they Destiny Bond? Okay. There's a chance. Stone Edge. Please live. Please live. Please land. Please land. Nice. All right, I think we could maybe win. We actually outspeed Houndoom with this. We go into Orthworm. They get up rocks. Okay, Lycanroc's dead now. Not as good. We have to body press. And they have Stone Edge. Gamma Coil. No, I should have body pressed. All right, we can sack Lycanroc and then we can go Poliwrath. Do they Nasty Plot? That'd be disgusting. Okay, they didn't. Thank you. Thank God. Now Vacuum Wave. I mean, we just need to kill them. Or something. I think I Focus Blast. Because I think they might like switch into maybe, I don't know what they'd switch into. Oh, and they've already Terra'd, okay. So I wonder, is Vacuum Wave just do enough? Or does Hydro Pump just do enough? I think it's just Hydro Pump. Nice, we landed it, took him down. I don't think we are going to do enough though to this. And their ice move is going to be doing kind of a lot. And rocks. How much does it do? Okay, that's not that bad. I think we can body press and then Vacuum Wave might be able to clean up. Dang. Oh, I didn't realize that would one-shot. Okay. Woo. I didn't realize that would one-shot that thing. That's why I went for Iron Defense on the one turn when they switched into Houndoom before, because I was like, we're going to need a boost. Also, it would help versus the Regirock. And we would maybe want to boost to one-shot Cryogonal too. Oof. I don't know. I think that's what we got to call it on though. I'm feeling a little all over the place and definitely wish I played better in some of those, but it is what it is. Definitely learned, like, just making the same mistake multiple times, realizing, all right, need to keep the Executor against the scary grass types. You know, rapid spinning first when they have the sticky webs and you have an eject button guy and other guys that need to outspeed stuff. And I don't know if I made any particular mistakes with like Terras in this game. I think the Terras were kind of fine, though some of them I probably threw a little early. Oh yeah, Terra fighting on the Lycanroc that one turn so that we could have killed their Poliwrath also would have been really good. I don't think the team's bad, but I definitely think there's a lot of problems for it. Like I had said, like these guys just all have the same weaknesses, so you kind of want to like pack a lot into the last 3 guys. And I like these last 3. I don't know. I'm not sure what else. And also, like if I think the game plan is also to try and like get Executor and Poliwrath to kind of like weaken things so Lycanroc and Sandslash can clean up. And that's definitely not what happened in a lot of those games. It did a little bit, but at the cost of Executor and Poliwrath when we need them defensively too isn't great. Maybe it would be just better to have Leech Life on Sandslash because it would give us something else versus those grass types. We could go Leech Life instead of Knockoff, but Knockoff obviously synergizes with the hazards. We have 0 Knockoff otherwise. We have spikes and rocks, so, but at the same time, I mean, we can't fit everything. Oh wait, no, we do have Knockoff on Executor. Psh, this should probably be Leech Life then. We have other ways to deal with things. I think Leech Life plus Terra Bug would actually be pretty good. We can't touch Orthworm then, but we have Poliwrath, we have Executor. I mean, Lycanroc if they don't Terra Ghost too. But that would help versus grass a little bit. But yeah, Lycanroc and Hippopotas, nobody was really showcased, but I mean, it was, I think, you know, an honest attempt. But either way, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.